Welcome to the Patricia Show. This is part 2 of Infinite Mind. Your word creates, and inside of you is infinite mind, which is the mind of God, which creates your every desire from your word. Now, the power within you will create all of your desires, dreams, and create the lifestyle you want to live. This is for real. It's no joke. But we aren't taught that as children, so we don't pay attention to what we say. We use our words loosely, thinking that they, are not going to have any effect on our lives, and they do. From the word then comes forth all that appears. And God said, "Let there be light." As the word went forth, there comes light and the existence of all things. So we can clearly see that God, who is all knowing, operates through the power of the word. Your word is very powerful. If you say, your subconscious mind or that infinite mind does not know when you're joking. So you could say something like, "Oh, I am very poor," and then you take it back and say, "Oh, I didn't mean that. I was just joking." It doesn't take it back. When you said, "I am very poor," and if you said it with feeling and you think about that, often, it's not, it doesn't just take it back when you say it. Everything you say, it takes literally and begins to create. So it's very important that you pay attention to your thoughts and the feelings that you put behind those thoughts as well. Like some people, I hear some people saying, "I'm going to play the lottery, but I never win." Do you actually think that you're going to win, and you've already stated the facts that I never win? So you're telling your infinite mind inside of you, I'm gonna play the lottery, but it's okay. I'm not gonna win it. So you don't have to bring that to be because I never win. You know what I mean? I like, I don't even. How crazy is that? But it sounds crazy, but it's that we haven't learned, or we've never learned the powers of that our word hold. So when we say something, we say it, and then we think, if somebody says something to you, well, why do you play? If you say, I'm gonna play the lottery, but I never win. And then somebody in the store where you at might say, "Oh, don't say that because you won't win." Then you'll turn around and say, "Oh, I was just kidding." Because I've heard people do this exact conversation. I've heard it. And again, your subconscious mind does not, or your infinite mind does not know that you are kidding. It does not play around. It is serious. It is creative energy. It's not a human sitting somewhere on a throne or something waiting for you to say something so it can create it. No. It is inside of you. And when you say things with feelings and will put your attention on something, it it only knows to create. So basically, let me put it like this: whenever you place your attention on something, it just automatically begins to create it, because that's what it does. It's creative energy. So that's all it knows to do. It knows nothing but to create. That's all it knows, to create, create, create. So when you say something, it automatically begins the creation process. So if you say, I love to play the lottery, or I'm going to play the lottery, but I always lose." You might as well just tear that ticket up, honey, because you are going to lose. You've already set things in motion. This is the thing that I've realized over the past several years, that we don't realize how powerful we are because we've never really properly been taught. They teach things in the Bible, and then they meaning the church institutions, and then they skip over things that's very important. Like when it says in there about like the power of the word, it doesn't sit down and teach the church what that means, that you have tremendous power. And when you speak a word, you're using God's power to create. So now, if God created this whole universe, that means God is powerful, correct? And if He's allowing you to use His power, then that means you're powerful too. So we are very powerful beings, but we don't realize that. So we get in these. Let me see how I can put it, because we start believing we don't deserve money or we're not worthy of money. And maybe you don't think you're not worthy of money because obviously you get it, but you might think that you're not worthy to be rich though. And I mean, it's clearly you think that because if you didn't, you would be rich. So there's somewhere in you that you feel you're undeserving and you're unworthy to be rich. Have you heard celebrities or people who win money or people who win like a lot of them, some people who win the lottery, they'll say they don't know why this happens. I don't know why this happened to me. I just be wondering, why did this happen to me? Because something inside of them feels undeserving of it and they feel unworthy of it. And if it's the lottery, they're only going to hold on to it for a short period of time before they lose it.